How's it going, dear friends? McProseph joining you at level 257. As you can see here, I've taken up the tank role, and we are now chasing raid 4 gear until the capture rate bonus comes back, and then we'll go back and hunt for another squibbo. In today's video, I wanted to start off with a few shoutouts. I'm going to go ahead and start with our most recent sponsors. I wanted to give a special shout out to Adam Stormjaw. Thank you so much. Mr. BMWV, Mr. Enough, Breezy Pug, and Russell Horton. I'm going to give a few more special shout outs throughout the video. Really appreciate those that do support the channel, and if you are interested in us helping you with a raid team, check out the comments and description below, and we'll be happy to help you out. Remember, there is a Discord and Facebook down below as well, so if you haven't joined us, make sure to do so. And special shout out to those that click the like button. I try to hit 20 likes in every video, so if you are clicking like, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and start the music, start the grind, and we'll give special shout outs throughout the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care. Before we roll into the boss here, let's go ahead and give a couple special shout outs to our high level friends. Let's go ahead and check our friends list and see who's over level 300 today. Mr. Nomnow, special shout out to you, sir. The Guild of Chaos is always such great help. Special shout out to Quimby for being the only purple dragon in the game. I think it's the only dragon, by the way. So, dear devs, more dragons, please. See who else we got here. Mr. Shirtless SWO, looking nice and pretty. Congrats on Fuv Boy. Who else we got? Mr. Agger. Magnum Senpai. That tells me I pronounce his name wrong all the time. I've known this guy since he was a little sprout. If there's anyone else watching that's above, say 200 plus, I want to send this guy a friend request. Pretty cool guy. I know there's a lot of viewers that go to school and have personal lives, etc., jobs, and you can't watch some of the live streams. I fully understand. I see a lot of messages come through. Sorry, I can't watch the stream today. Fully understand. If you guys want to watch later, simply smash that like button later on. That's cool with me. Special shout out to Stavaz, level 430. This guy was a fellow guildie for some time, and then decided to pursue greater things and higher guilds. Special shout out to you, sir. I'm glad we could remain friends. I believe this guy has been my tank for the better part of 4 months. 4 or 5 months. And he's still going strong. Special shout out to you, sir. Keep trucking along. And of course we have Mr. Payne. Mr. Payne is one of our YouTube/Twitch buddies. I will try to track down his URL and leave it in the description below. And that brings me to our next shout out, Mr. Division454. If you would like to watch all things Bit Heroes with a piratey twist, I'll leave his link in the description below as well. Pretty cool guy. You get to check out his cat throughout the stream. And very relaxing and fun community over there. Make sure to tell him McProseph said hello. Send him a nice few likes. Make sure to subscribe. I've noticed that over the past year of streaming, smashing that like button to some doesn't really ever cross their mind, but for the streamer itself, really helps a lot. Keeps us motivated. Looks like the tanks were really taking a beating there. I wonder if we'll get a... Nope, got an epic. Still no mythic, guys. Still no mythic. Level 257, but playing Raid 4 since it came out. Not a single mythic yet. Let's see if we can find Mr. Smiley on here. Wanted to give a special shout out to him today. He recently hit level 200, as you can see here. Looks like he also decided to go tank. That's pretty cool. Mr. Smiley, I'm sure you'll see this at some point. If you do have a spot or two open, just let us know in the comments below. Looking good, sir. Looking good. I've recently figured out that Smiley actually has a YouTube channel as well. I've shared it on my Facebook page, but I will also try to share it in the links below. Make sure to go over and give this guy a subscribe and a like. I've known this guy for the better part of 6 months. He was also in our guild. Great player, and overall pretty positive guy. So make sure to check out his channel. Who else do we have here? Anybody else 300 plus? We already talked about Stavaz. Who else we got? Mr. Dustwalker. May have to start using you in my raid team, sir. You're looking mighty spicy. 25% damage. All set bonuses. That's really cool. Everything is a set. Very cool. Got the 10% healing. Got the tier 7 unity. I actually might put you on my team right now. Let's do that. Raid 4 is actually been pretty easy here lately. We got a 369 with tier 7. If only I could replace myself. So I read a lot of the comments on whether you guys do or don't like the pre-recorded videos throughout the week. It was a bit of mixed reviews. I've seen a lot of people say that I like the full screen better. Some players said that they enjoyed the interaction of live chat, which I can fully understand. But since the reviews were pretty mixed down the middle, I believe what I'm going to do is just keep things a little different, spice it up a little. I think I'll do some commentary like this through the week, maybe twice a week. And then on the weekends, I will do the live streams for you guys so we can chat. And we'll just keep it kind of different. That way we don't fall into the groove of doing the same thing over and over. Wouldn't want it to become boring. I've seen a couple comments recently that some players were walking away from the game. They just didn't find it interesting anymore. And I gotta say, after playing for a solid year and only seeing a handful of players that have played that long and still remain, there's obviously a way to keep the game interesting and keep yourself from burning out. The number one thing I always recommend is to not spend a ton of money on the game, because once you stop doing so, the gear slows down, and then it just feels more like a grind after that. Do your best to be free to play as much as you can. At the end of the day, it's your choice. Secondly, you have to surround yourself by like-minded individuals. For example, to date I've created probably 25 guilds in this game. I've helped out a lot of players, and I've spent time in each of these guilds on my alt characters. And the conversations are always the same. If there are players that go AFK for, say, 3 days, we usually get rid of them and keep the hard chargers that want to progress every day. And once we make a guild, we usually identify an officer that has similar interests, and the guild is thriving and happy. And for example, our top sister guild right now, I believe it's ECC3, they are neck and neck with us in GVG. And we have at least 5 other sister guilds that are top 100 in GVG. I'll have to look up all of their stats and give them a shout out in the next video. But do your best to find a guild that has similar interests as you. I also try to friend as many players in the game that I find from live chat. A conversation here and there, even people asking how you doing this week on gear, back and forth. You know, you'll have some friends that'll reach out and say congrats whenever you get a piece of gear. It's pretty nice. If you try to do everything solo, it can burn you out over time. Got a rare. Check out a gauntlet here real quick. Another special shout out, the players in green text down below. We have obtained numerous subscribers, even since the beginning of the year. The channel's doing really well. My yearly goal was to double my subscribers. I believe we started with 3,500 at the beginning of January, and I'm aiming for 7K by the end of the year. And at the rate we're going now, I think we'll hit it, no problem. You guys are awesome. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, feel free to do so. Special shout out to Matthias. Will you send me a friend request? Level 196 tank. This guy will go great for a future live stream, so let's go ahead and friend him. I'll try to friend as many tanks as I can. For those of you that do randomly fall off the friends list, this is usually why. Special shout out to Damios. We'll get you back on the list as soon as possible. But if you do fall off, this is usually why. I usually add a tank for future live streams. That way, I can help out upwards of 5 players versus just 1. By friending this tank and then having him friend multiple viewers, I can cast my net out there and help a lot more people. So hopefully he'll accept. Go ahead and do a gauntlet. I am using Wimbo and Robbie for the most total stats. I've been stopping at wave 8, building my mana, and then plowing through to allow enough mana to destroy the back line. I still at some time want to have just 2 Wimbos for healing, but just having more stats right now just makes more sense. I'm also always on the lookout for good, non-copyright music. As you can hear here, right here on the audio, we currently have a nice, calm, relaxing, early morning vibe. If you come across any channel or can send me a URL below, I would love to check out some other audio. As long as it's non-copyright, we can play it on the stream. Let me know if you have anything for me. So notice here, wave 8, I'm going to go ahead and stop and just mash 1. A tank will take more damage, however, it's important that I cap on mana for not only wave 10, but also killing the player in the back on wave 9. I can usually at least 2-shot him. And now I will focus on healing my tank with Wimbo only. Look at that, 3-3-1-4 for crit. That's crazy. We'll continue building. Should be able to just mash 1 here. A lot of players have been asking how do I like tank now that I've finally transitioned. Overall, I like it. I really like the difference in gameplay. I believe that if you play this game, you have to do things differently every once in a while or else it just becomes stale. And so far I'm really liking it. I will say that I missed the high damage output, for sure. But being able to have 2 minions that are DPS / healer and gauntlet is actually really nice. I got my block up to I think 33%, so I'm kind of a Yobo with a lot more health. I would like to get my attack up a little more because I don't shield my minions as much as I would like to, but I do have a few upgrades in my bag that I still need to max out. I need to max out my main hand, offhand, and chest piece. I recently found the best in slot tank legendary for chest. It's like a couple rares. All I gotta do is find a few more bits and I'll be upgrading my chest here. That'll give me a couple extra stats. I should be over 2,000 here soon. All I need is one more upgrade. So far my stats are 1978. I would like to get a Waldo pet. Having 30% heal, I think would be really nice. This guy here. Having that extra 10% would be really nice. Although, having the burger at 20% and the possibility of him proccing every turn and hit also. I know my speed is pretty low, but when I do attack it's usually a cleave, hitting multiple minions. Kinda torn. I need to see the shielding pet for tanks. See what Mr. Stavaz here uses. Matter of fact, I think he uses the blue little booger dude, which I think I have, but only as a cosmetic. I shouldn't have destroyed him. This guy here, but that's only 20%. I think he uses the red one, which is 30. Special shout out to Grinder, about to hit level 400. Keep on keeping on. I would also like to get the legendary accessory, and this 24% reduced damage would be just amazing. That'd be really nice. But one day at a time. Right now I'm kind of liking the role of off tank. Play the back line, take a few hits here and there. Also, a quick reminder, always be checking the merchant. I actually ran out of the minor experience tomes yesterday, but I did catch a good sale on item find scrolls, so I went and bought 20 more of those. If you keep an eye on their sales, you can save a ton of gold. Speaking of gold, as far as our... I'm going to be crafting the legendary meta rune probably this weekend after I get my rewards on Friday. I'm hoping for, I guess, this one now that I'm tank. I would also accept this guy. And possibly this guy. I may go back damage someday. But the rest of these are kind of meh. Almost tempted to put in more damage reduce. It's nice having some evade, and evade is nice if I take 0 damage, obviously. Somebody out there needs to develop a calculator that tells you the best possible rune setup in your bag. So for those of you that have made it this far in the video, a hard charger at 27 minutes in, thanks for joining me. I need to start editing my next video for the Brad Bit series. We left off in a frigid Yeti environment. And I need a couple ideas for our next episode. If you have any ideas yourself, let me know below. Let me know what minions you would like to have involved, etc. Special shout out to Vera. Let's see if we got a friend spot for you, buddy. I wish I had 200 friend spots. Looks like we got him. Cool stuff. Let's see if he knows who we are. Quay? Quay? My Spanish is quite bad. Sí, por favor. Yes, please. BMEVC. I don't know if that's Spanish still, sir. Oh, it says good and you. I asked how do you like this game and he says yes. So my mind is blown. I just can't speak Spanish. Special shout out to the Spanish language. It is beyond me. Well, that was an interesting part of the video. Let's go ahead and start grinding again. What does GZ mean in Spanish? Anybody? Buena suerte para VCTV. I don't know what that is either. Good luck to VCTV. I don't know what that is. Alright, well, that's Spanish with McProseph. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. If anyone does know Spanish, let me know below. Send me a custom message. Tell me something interesting. Special shout out to Turtle Lad. I know I have a few high level friends out there. If you see this part of the video, make sure to send Turtle Lad a friend request if you have a few spots available. Level 102, just found Phobos, it looks like. Brown Town. Something about this game is obsessed with all things brown. Apparently I'm connected to Steam. That would make sense since I'm playing on it. Let me know below, how do you like having Bit Heroes in Steam? You guys play in full screen mode? Or do you prefer Congregate? I'm kind of on the fence. I do like the full screen. However, if I play on PC, I can get up to anywhere from 10 to 20 rune fragments daily from the ads. Life of a free-to-play player. Still no legendary. I think the game is broken. So I've called it in the past, and I have it on video out there actually a few times now, where I call when I'm gonna get a legendary. And let me just go ahead and do that now. I will go ahead and pause, type in chat. Going to find a leg on this run, watch. That's a good reminder there, Turtle. On Friday, which is, I guess today, later today at around 4 PM server, I will be filling up another alt guild for some of our sub level 100 players. I usually don't post when I'm going to find a legendary, but occasionally I can just feel it's gonna happen, and oftentimes we're right. Let's see what we find. It would be cool if it was a mythic. For anyone out there that is transitioning into Raid 4, or you're finding Raid 4 Heroic a little hard, if your DPS are dying quickly, I highly recommend looking into a bait tank, or becoming a bait tank yourself. For example, if you have an epic or better tank accessory, and give yourself, say, 500 plus health, and put your player in the very back line like I'm at now, you can absorb tons of damage for your team and save the lives of your DPS. I am almost 12,000 total stats for my raid team, and if I didn't have myself as the bait tank in the back, my DPS would often die every single run. And it was really wasting my potions, and I hate wasting anything in the game. So look into a bait tank. Let me know what you think. Alright, here we go, guys. I'm gonna show you a couple pointers to getting a legendary. Far better chances than normal. You have to stop the fight when he's in the red. All of the other of the fight has to be on manual, or auto. You have to auto until this point and then stop. Once he's stopped, you need to click on him and every other character while they're eliminated. You need to click on every eyeball on the screen. Every single eyeball. There's a lot of them. If you have pets, take them into consideration. Some pets have more eyes than others. We don't judge. Click on all the eyes. Click on his eye. For some reason he only has one. We don't judge. Adjust the speed. Every speed has to be clicked. Click your potions. Don't actually use them. Click cancel. Switch. You're going to want to switch at least 2 things. We're going to go to chat. We are going to go to every channel. We do not need to chat in every channel because we don't want to get banned. Somebody got kicked from my guild, and that's pretty serious during GVG. I'm level 103 now. Recently I've been grinding, but it takes a while. That is true. That is true. Alright, we're going back to channel 1. Ninja Kitties. That sounds impressive. Okay. We're also going to click the X. It's going to ask us, do you want to quit the battle? Of course we don't. But we've successfully clicked everything. Now, it's important that you try your best to kill him with a cleave. Notice right here, I can do so with thrust. Let's see what happens. And there we have it. If this was a legendary, all of that would have been not in vain. But it was. So, we move on and wish that that was a legendary. We tried. But try that every time. And I guarantee, at some point, you will find a legendary, and it'll blow your mind. Surely I couldn't have been too far off. Maybe we'll find it in this one. Cheese quesadilla for breakfast. Breakfast of champions. Got some nice refried beans. Some nice dirty rice. Like dinner for breakfast. Another special shout out is to my guildies. Most of our guildies have been with me upwards of 6 months. And it's been a really tight-knit community. It's been really fun. Some players are more involved than others. I'd like to give a special shout out to Mr. Snitchu, our favorite tank, and Mr. Optech, who I believe will soon be live streaming himself. I look forward to that. Can't wait to see your potential, buddy. I expect great things. Alright, so we tried our anxiety strat. Didn't work. This time we'll just let it take its course and see what happens. Have you guys noticed that sometimes the tanks almost die and that other times, like this run, the tanks take no damage? What is with that? Come on, legendary. Please, please, please. Ah, is that the same rare? Alright, let's knock out a PvP and a GVG. Again, I always take out 2 pieces of gear. I have a special video out there if you guys want to see how to get a 90+% win rate. Also remember, if your stats are lower, you're matched against people that have those same stats. However, if your team is amazing, like all these legendaries that are stabled, that does not mean that this level 173 is going to have the same team. So chances are their minions are not going to be stabled. Therefore, I'm actually going into this match with a lot more stats than my opponent, because his stats are based on my total health, or my total stats, and the rest of my stuff from my... You see what I'm saying. Alright, we got a tank in the front and in the back. We're gonna try to kill Squibbo here. It's gonna be semi-hard because we only have 1 sniper. I'm gonna save my mana till he heals. Need him to heal first. And then we're gonna snipe him. There's his heal. Here comes our snipe. Chow chow. And we can auto the rest. Easy game. Flawless victory. Round of applause. How many rune fragments will I be getting? Looks like 6 from here, 40 from here. Don't forget about these. Always aim for 10,000 points no matter what. It would be nice to get another 5% block, but getting rank 2 is impossible. So I'll get 40 some from there, and then from Gauntlet I will get 6 plus 40, about 46. So that should be about 80-ish. I think I need 100 or so. Gonna be close. Always put your gear back on before you do Gauntlet. How much will I get from this? Oh, just guild bucks. Oh, speaking of guild bucks, we're gonna have our 25th player today. I look forward to inviting a new player. If you guys are interested in joining the main guild, level 200 plus, epic or greater pet and accessory, and usually best to chat with me in Discord if you're interested. So our guild minimum this week was 50k. As you can see, I'm about to hit that now. We have a few more players that are probably going to hit it today. Then we have some that didn't try too hard. We have at least 2 that did not participate, so we'll probably open up a few spots. Gotta keep the standard high, guys. I believe we're still rank 13 on the whole server for guilds. Oh, look at this. Number 1 guild past Chaos. No way. Level 322. This goes to show if you have your guild full of players that simply play often, you can pass players that have played since the beginning of time. We are still rank 13. Fun fact, Black Rope was over level 100 when I created our guild. We have now surpassed them, and we are aiming for the core next. Getting up there. I never thought I'd see the day that Chaos fell. That's interesting. That is interesting. We need Toby back. Somebody call Toby. Alright, let's go ahead and put in our capture bait. We are now going to start searching for Wardy and Jub so that I can start creating a 4th Wimbo. Highly recommend always be searching for your legendary parts at all times. If you've watched me for some time, you know that up until level 250-ish, I actually ran everything with my experience runes in. By doing so, it let me get to 250 pretty quickly. And I actually miss having them in right now, and I should probably get back to that. However, I spent 250 levels not farming any familiars at all, and I'm now starting to see how I could be much better off if I had. But I'm happy to be level 250. Things are just a lot easier now, so I'm kind of switching the game up now and farming familiars. It does help to keep the game fresh. If you play it a long time, you do run into episodes where the game can feel a little grindy. It's definitely everybody. It happens. The higher players even take days and weeks off at times. I've seen it. For lower level players, however, it's a little bit harder, because when you take 3 to 4 days off and you come back, you lose half your raid team, right? Kinda sucks. I've done my best to try to combat that with our Discord and our Facebook page. If anybody does take a vacation or you lose half your raid team, definitely come by the stream. Let us know. If you are a newer player, there is actually a video out there. I believe it's called "Are You New to New to Bit Heroes" on Steam or something. I've actually asked the higher level players to leave their name if they can afford some brand new players to the game, and over 50 players came and just left their name for anybody to friend them. So if you made it this far in the video and you need a level 150 plus, definitely look for that video. I believe it's called Bit Heroes is now on Steam, something like that. It's in my library. If only we could catch Wardy. Level 178, eh? Alright, no luck with Wardy. Let's try Jab. A lot of players ask me why I don't do World Boss. Number one, I really don't get that many legendaries from it. It takes a little longer because you have to sit there and wait in the queue. But most of all, you lose out on the chance at familiars. If you jump right into the world boss and just try to grind for gear all the time, I've said from day one, don't chase the gear, just enjoy the game. Gotta farm your minions. Plus, if you're playing on PC, you can have ads in the dungeon. I'm hoping they add ads on Steam here. That would be great. What do you guys think about bounties? I have 4 bounties right now, and I usually clear out my bounties just simply by playing the game. Occasionally I have to do a dungeon or 2 solo to clear a few. But what are some new ideas for bounties? What are some cool in-game things that you could do to earn and complete different bounties? I'm checking in on Facebook real quick. I'm actually gonna post that we have a live stream tonight at 5 p.m. Pacific. I am not sure what epic I just found. I don't think I had that. Maybe a new interesting cosmetic. yours, Mr. Wardy. Will you join my team, sir? That is the question. Let's view all your magnificent stats. Looks like you could take on a fleet of donkeys if you had to. Never realized this guy had so much speed. That's crazy. Join my team. Failed. That makes me feel awful. Hopefully we get him next time. Alright guys, since I do have a live stream tonight, I think I'm gonna save the remaining 60 energy. I should be on tonight around, you know what, let's do one more gauntlet. Should be on around 5 p.m. Pacific. If you guys are watching this in the future, hello. I try to live stream every Friday around 5 p.m. Waited too long this time. Yes, pretty serious match here. My guy in the back takes too much more damage. It's gonna be a bad day. I'll have to heal Gabi and Wimbo. Really hate using potions, but I would much rather use a healing potion than revive, if I can do so. Saves on gold big time. Revive potions are actually pretty hard to come by. It's gonna be really rough right here. Max damage. Come on, legendary. Oh, all commons. There we go. We really worked for it. Really worked for it. Alright guys, I'll see you tonight in the live stream. Again, special shout out to all of you special people. Thanks for clicking like. We do have the sponsor program down in the description below. I'd like to help everybody get a full raid team so you can do Raid 4 Heroic. Feel free to stop by the Discord and Facebook. We're about to hit 1,000 friends on Facebook, and I just became the moderator of the Bit Heroes fan group. So technically, we're closer to 2,000 friends. Let me know below what you guys thought of the stream. And as always, good luck.